and I'm a fan of just music.
Yeah.
Because growing up, vele, I've been a fan of music. Attempt. So even the time I'm in Sapin, besilweli radio.
Okay.
Nazi lang pa eli radio ngani ukuthi yazi wena son.
This is yours.
Because whenever they start talking, I'll change the radio to another top 20. I will change the station to another top 10. Change the station. I know all the top 10s, the top 20.
Okay.
That's how I was following music even before I attempted doing it, you know.
It's yet another episode, baby, on the Creative Community Podcast. I'm your host, Trigger, and we're shooting live from Bigga's crib in K1, dog. I'm your host, Trigger, and welcome to the Creative Community Podcast, though. As you can see, I'm rocking the BGB hoodie. You can get yours by subscribing to the channel, by also following us on Instagram as Creative Community Podcast. Not forgetting all those subscribers who've managed to get us to 50 subscribers, though. Shout out to you. We give thanks to you, give props to you. You are amazing, and we like to say you are appreciated because it shows that what we're doing on the side, you really love our content, and there's more coming in store for y'all, though. All you gotta do is just stick around and make sure that you tap that subscription button and you like and you share with your people. Today I'm hanging out with the most rated producer right here in K1. Straight out of K1, bro. Straight out of K1. He is going to be telling us more, and he's going to be exploring with us on being a musician, being a producer, / father of the industry, of the entertainment industry. The list is endless, people. Welcome, Bigga. How are you, bro? Yo, dog, I feel amazed. I feel amazed.
I'm
sitting right here next to you, man.
I'm honored, man. I'm honored.
You're honored. Ah, man, you know what? Such people like you, man, they deserve to be celebrated in such a way that you have an impact on the youth, though. That you have.
I'd like to think so.
You have it.
Especially in K1.
Especially in K1, though.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Welcome to our Creative Community Podcast. You are mostly welcome. And also, thank you for hosting us at your crib.
You're welcome.
Bear in mind, it's a nice house, by the way. It's a nice house. It's a nice house. We see the gates there. You know, whenever you come in, you just need to, talk to the security guard of your place.
Yeah,
and the palm tree. Yeah, man. Straight out of K1, though. So, Bigga, kindly please let us know, who are you? What do you do? Tell the viewers, for all those who don't know you.
Bigga is a father of two.
He's a father of two.
Before anything.
As I said, the father of the entertainment industry.
He's a father of two lovely daughters.
Yeah.
And I'm a producer, beat maker.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know there's a difference between the two.
Okay.
But I'm a producer and a beat maker.
Okay, please school me on that.
Before we get to that, I host events.
You host events?
And then... I still perform, but I'm not out here seeking for gigs, but I do get call-outs.
You do get call-outs, yes.
Okay, beat making and producing. You can compose a beat, right? But you don't even know what song is going to be on that beat.
Mm-hmm.
You just know you got a nice beat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm the producer that's going to come through and be like, shit, I can read the mood on the chords you played. And then now I can translate what this song is supposed to speak about and then probably compose a chorus that is going to be aligned with your beat. And then we direct the artist. That's when I'm producing.
You produce.
Yeah, so when I'm recording an artist, I'm actually producing them. I'm not just an engineer pressing record.
Oh, man, that's nice, man. You heard that, people. There's a difference between beat making and producing. He just schooled me. But then, hey, take me back to your high school days.
My high school days?
Yeah, how was it, though?
From the beginning?
Yeah, where it started, though.
I don't want to lie. It's getting corrupt with the high school.
Oh,
I started smoking weed. I think we're going to use grades, right?
Yeah.
Grade 6. Because
still in primary.
Yeah, because you need to understand it. When I was still in school, besifunda nabantu abadala. So your friend would be some old niggas. That's your friend, and he's genuinely your friend. He's not out here like reminding you good there. But then that came with the things that they probably smoking weed and stuff like that, and then now you also hooked. They're tolerating there. Yeah. So by the time you get in high school, got grade 8.
You're already in it.
I was already clever. I was already clever because I think high school is where I exercised most experience entrepreneurship. Because primary there was a teacher who would give me sweets to sell. And then afternoon he would give me one sweet nyana and some turan nyana. And then I found out to go to stock agoupi. So now after school I stock.
Opened up your own shit.
Opened up my own shit. Yeah, it's all that writing there. So I got grade 8. I'm a businessman.
You're already like seasoned.
Yeah. It's all that writing there. Yeah. So I got grade 10. I already had a itafula njengalabo mama bezeskele bafike bapayisa.
Don't you all established most?
Yeah, nami itafula lami nginamachita vela ngispanelayo da. And then now that weed is legal, we can say this. I was also selling weed in Jamaica. Around my time, they know what Jamaica is. We're not going to go ahead and explain that. It's all there. And I'm also pushing stuff in Jamaica. That's when I met Cypher. Saw rappers. Rapping. Yeah, I'm not a rapper. I just saw rappers rapping and I liked what I saw. And I tried to do something, but I was not nice with the raps, so I was doing the choruses.
Okay, so tell me, who are the niggas that you met?
There.
Yeah, there in that cypher though. Mbusazwe.
Yeah, Mbusazwe. Nenye bathu Sabza. Yeah, yasendlanzi. But le yasendlanzi bengekho on that cypher. What happened is Mangihlangana nontwana kule cypher. He's like, Ntwana, you nice with the choruses. We can make a group nenye out here miganje, but le out here gelezi sikazi. They told her right there. And then we took off from Eskede to this guy's house. This guy spitted dope Venek vest, dog. I was like, shit, yo. And then Eskede vele sengayicavu ukuthi nswebu. That's all. And then we convinced this guy to go back to school. I registered at Eskede, and then he registered so that we can find time to rehearse together.
Okay.
Then I started rapping in a group called Amahlogosho. It was 3 of us.
Amahlogosho.
Yeah, Amahlogosho.
So the meaning behind that name?
It's birds. It's birds. Apparently, it came from Mbusazo. Apparently, it's birds that make a certain sound.
So you made a certain sound.
Yeah, certain special sound. Yeah, you told that there. Yeah.
So tell me, you said that you were actually, nice with the choruses. Also with the verses, were you actually nice with
when
it?
I started?
No.
You
were not actually.
Because remember, this is hip hop, right? And I'm a fan of just music.
Yeah.
Because growing up, I've been a fan of music. Attempt. So even the time I'm in Sapin, besilweli radio.
Okay.
Nazi lang pa eli radio ngani ukuthi yazi nona sana.
This is yours.
Because whenever they start talking, I'll change the radio to another top 20. I will change the station to another top 10. Change the station. I know all the top 10s, the top 20.
Okay.
That's how I was following music even before I attempted doing it,
Okay.
So on the radio at that time, they were playing Kwaito, they were playing R&B, they were playing international music, which we call house music today.
House music.
Yeah. And then in that music, you don't get 16 bars and all that stuff. Yeah, it's all that there. So I was inspired by that music, so I became the chorus guy. Yeah, but the music that caught me like serious, ukuthi ngibe interested in hip hop, is when people like Abu Brothers of Peace were releasing what was the song? Oscar yakhumbula utata divorce. Yabona ukuthi utata divorce we-3 manje. Yo. They were doing 16 bars there on a Kwaito beat. They told her there. Yeah, and I was like, yo, this is nice because they sound like Ilezangada Estates, but at the same time they originally South African. Yeah, told her there. Which was the purpose Masenzi group Namachita. We wanted to do a hip hop group that sounded South African.
Oh, that sounded South African.
Yeah.
And you were actually being influenced by the
Kwaito. They tolerating the Kwaito.
Yeah.
We believe that Kwaito was like a South African hip hop music. It's just that they can't rap a lot of lyrics because the radio says it's too much lyrics.
It's too much lyrics.
Some of them say that was the reason. So
yeah. So judging from Kwaito, that genre right now, what is your take on it?
Kwaito now.
Right now, 2022. Like, how do you view it? Do you think it's still alive? Do you think it's dead? Like, what is
as
it?
As long as the people who found it are still alive.
Yeah, but then
it's still alive.
Still alive.
Yeah, but maybe the hype may have died down.
The hype.
Yeah, the hype around Kwaito may have died down. I want to be honest because this is a podcast. So
it's a podcast.
Anyone could be listening to this. Yeah, but so it's important I make this point because one would ask, okay, since inspire Kwaito, maybe I should have been a Kwaito artist.
Yeah, that's what my actually.
Now let me tell you what happened.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're looking for events to perform. We're looking for opportunities, right? Ekasi, there's events taking place. Whether it's Soweto or say Katlehong or say Thokoza or say Foslorasi, events are taking place. But these events are called hip hop sessions.
Hip hop sessions.
They're tolerating there. So our peers who do hip hop, they always performing. And they were artists quiet to perform ngama chance nini umuntu bathi nangu se shopping center now mele uncengela abantu abalapha ungene ngama chance it's all riding there. So you're not improving. It's all riding there. So now my kwal bekukuthi now amajita mosi asegame na famous adla ngequiet. It's all riding there. Why kungana ama foundation ekasi ukuthi okay thina sifuna ungena egaming ngekwaito singene kanjani because we were left ukuthi nathi mele sicava bo Gabili Raw sicava bo T-Rex sicava bo Lens and we can't just reach to our Lens umntwana like for example uzola artist yasekasi so mbheke yena ethola writing there so ama artist wekwaito ngaleso sikhathi
they were not reachable.
They were not reachable. Yeah, they were superstars. They tolerating there. They were not reachable and then bekunalento yokuthi ke mawubuye Katlehong yavaleleka ingeneza seSoweto kuphela and nalento beyenziwa ukuthi vela ama celebrity at that moment beko aseSoweto yatho now mawatha yavusa someone eKasi avusa umuntu waseKasi la yayithola writing there so that's when I started focusing more on hip hop, learning the elements, learning the history, learning okay, you can't just do a chorus. And these kids sound smart. It's all there. So you gotta have that like certain level of intelligence. I also like that because I'm a smart student. So I also like that.
And you're also an entrepreneur too.
On the side. It's all always been.
Yeah. So tell me, back then, I read somewhere that back then your stage name was Mbongest.
Yeah. When I was with Amahlokohlogo, stage name was Mbongest.
And then why the sudden change to Bigga? Like what actually happened there?
When I moved from a group to a solo career, right? To attempting a solo career.
Yeah.
I started off as Mbongest. That's all writing there. But when time went on, I was like, but this is not rebranding. I was not even calling it rebranding at that time because I knew nothing about branding. It's all writing there. I just thought like I'm not so new. I'm still called Mbongest from Amahlokohlogo. It's all writing there. So I had to come up with a new name and that name had to have a meaning it is. It's all writing. So I came with Bigga. Why did I come with Bigga? On the streets I was called Bigga Love. People were calling me Bigga Love because I felt in love Nalengomi Pansula for life. Radio, and so everybody didn't know it, and I was like, did you hear the song? And when they heard it, when it blew, everybody was like, shit, you told us about this song. All Bigga Love. It's all already. Then I became Bigga Love, but then I can't be Bigga.
Because it's already existing.
Exactly, it's all already there. And then that's where I had to change it from Bigga with a mission which I need I need a rebranding and must have a bigger vision. Yeah, tolerating there, yeah. And I must work hard so that people can put respect on my name. Hence they say before Bigga. Yeah.
The said before Bigga. You heard that, people? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like, right now, I'm just like sitting next to you and I'm like, man, this guy is so wonderful. Like, he's so down to earth. Because like I'm looking back at how do I say this? The people that you've been around.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not easy to just like reach out to a person and be like, said Bigga, can I please have you on my podcast? And till this day, it amazed me because even I'm an artist too, right?
Yeah.
So I was staying in Fosterworth. I moved from Fosterworth. Oh, I was staying in Bedford.
Okay.
Bedford View.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I moved from Bedford View, came to Fosterworth. Fosterworth came to K1. Yeah. Now in K1, it's like music, like culture, everything is like, art is booming, So I'm recording, I'm new into this music, music industry, and then I keep hearing your name.
Oh.
Say Bigga. I'm like, hey, which one is this one? Say Bigga. Okay, from 2016 to 2022, then came a time for me meeting you. It wasn't like intentionally. So I was like, you know what? I was in the studio with the BGB squad, and they were recording something, and they were like, you know what? Let us pay you a visit. I said, Bigga.
Yeah, I've been hearing this name.
I've been hearing this name. I'm dying to see this face.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We get here. As soon as we get here, man, you pull up, like the energy that you had. I was thinking maybe I was gonna see somebody who's gonna be like, what's up, boys? And then you were gonna be like, because you don't know me.
Yeah.
But then the way that you like interacted with me, I'm like, I was so starstruck, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, he greeted me like, that's wonderful. So now, the following day, came back to you. I was like, you know what? I need to have a conversation with this guy.
Yeah.
Because like, finally. And it's such a coincidence because like I stay a few blocks away from your house. You understand? And like, dog, I've been around K1, and it's something that even today I still cherish, and I still give thanks to you for allowing me to actually, befriend with you, be a younger brother to you. You understand? Shout out. And also, the other thing that I wanted to touch on is that most of the people that you've worked on, they are actually, out there doing bigger things. How do you feel about the reception that you're getting from them now?
Now?
Yeah.
We don't speak.
You don't speak?
We don't speak.
Yeah.
The people that went on and got successful in the industry. You know what happens? It once happened to someone who was producing for me.
Okay.
As I was growing up, there was a guy called Hoodlam, or Hidden Force.
Hidden Force, yes.
Yeah. He used to produce for Apo Pro Kid, H2O, Namachens, and so on. And the Namachens, when they got these major recording deals, they had new producers now. That we don't know where they got them from. But anyway, it's not like they were not dope. But they had new producers. They ain't all there. And then Utlam was telling me the other day, we were recording, and then he just bought a golf near Anayabo. So he's taking me back to my house, and he's like, these niggas, we have a record. And then when they get the big check, they go to bigger producers. Okay, it's all that there. It happened with me too. It's all that there. That you work with people, and then people, they get something. Like Nkumulezing Intonas, I say, I even forgot their name right now. They were a group. We recorded a track, made a beat for them. We recorded a track, dope track. Then they registered the song, fine. I registered the beat, dope. Because I don't know the song. So I don't know which by title by register as well.
So you might as well register the beat.
The beat. At that time, some robes, I'll touch CD, Mozo register.
Okay.
So I registered the beat. That's all. Nini collect generations.
What? No.
Now, phone ngiyayitshelwa mina le track ile yani khala ku generations uyayithola la ile ayi kusasa ngimami omnibus yabo
omnibus
yeah drugs na iyakhala le track ngiyabona intona zine connection uyayithola la ile but abasaricheki yabasatholakala yabo amafoni wabo wasasebenzi wonke ama-Facebook wabo ayasebenza mara ama-inbox
they don't
yabo. And then you see their post, they are in better studios, so they with new producers.
So how do you feel about, like, you not getting...
I used to catch feelings, look, I used to catch feelings. You know what? Everything that happens to you, it's supposed to happen to you.
It's supposed to happen.
Good or bad. Good or bad. Yeah, good or bad. It's supposed to happen to you. It's up to you, which after the aftermath, we touch it as a lesson learned and move on forward. Because come to think of it,
if it wasn't you.
Young John, and if you're still out here breathing, the worst could have happened, bro.
The worst could have happened.
The worst could have happened. I used to think, what I could have been if I became famous. But then I look at what I am today and who I am today. I'm like, nah. Maybe Meleng be grateful of who I am today. Maybe I was gonna be one of those kids who got screwed up because I had no knowledge at all when I had a lot. Because you can have talent, you also need momentum as well.
So, like, tell me, what is your view on fame? Like, is it like, how do you view it?
I like your question, but I'm not gonna answer it. I'm gonna speak on it.
Speak on it, yeah. Preach on it, yeah.
I'm gonna speak on it, because I want to teach something. Like artists, I'm not a famous artist. I'm not a famous artist. But I'm not an up and coming artist again. They told her that in there. So me not being an up and coming artist means I have experience. And I'm also saying I'm not looking for the same opportunities as an up and coming artist is. So an up and coming artist is looking for success. And they may confuse it with fame. Yeah, I told her then today. But then you can get both.
How though?
There are people who are successful and famous. You can say it's a facade, but Kwesta is successful and famous. AKA is successful and famous. Famous. Yeah, it's all that heading there. So there are people who are successful and famous. What I'm trying to say is the game has been there long before we were born.
Long before,
and there's companies who have more than 20 years experience in this industry. So much that they've been doing this thing so much that they now believe it's their, they own it. It's their thing. It's all that in there. Yeah. So who brought this phone? Here's the phone. Why?
The attention is too much.
Where was I?
You were saying the fame, people.
Success and fame. Thank you. Success and fame. Let me not be too deep, But what I'm trying to teach is that if you are an up and coming artist, you need to be sure whether you want success or fame. You can get both, but first, when you need to be sure which one you want, because there's a map to both places. There's a map. You want to go to Joburg and Pretoria, right? So there's a map. You must decide, do you go to Joburg in order to do something and then get to Pretoria, or do you go to Pretoria and stay in Pretoria? What example you can work for success without chasing fame. Yes. And you can work for fame. What I'm trying to explain is that there's things that you must be willing to do if you want fame. There's things that you must be willing to do if you want success. There's sacrifices on both sides.
Namely, what are those things?
Things that you may not like on both sides. Like the definition of professionalism is doing what you have to do even if you don't feel like. So nomuntu ofuni fame. Sometimes they find themselves in positions whereby they have to do things they don't feel like doing or they don't want to do just because they want that fame. Same applies na lo ufuni success. Lo ufuni success naye unokwenziswa izinto as angafuni ukuzenza because ufuni success. For example, you may say, I'm an artist who doesn't want to compromise the style of my music. I don't want to do commercial jingles for radio. I want to do authentic music. I want to speak to the people I want to teach. Fine. But that's not what the radio is playing, right? Because radio is a commercial space.
It's a commercial space, yes.
But now, we're saying to you, as far as you launch a mid-trend, and then njengoba sithi asambe siyo launch a mid-trend, when you look launcher, esikhosana endlanzi yayithola writing there, we are going to a different audience, which means there are certain things esijwayele ukuzenza masik organize li launch ekasi esingeke sizenze the way sizenza ngakhona masese
in a different
town. Yayithola writing there. So when as an artist you will have to readjust to that environment in order for you to grow. Still, I'm not compromising your music. I'm not compromising ukuthi wenza izinto like ezi extreme, but into ngafuni ukuyenza leyo wena ukuthi masifika somewhere le town ngithi mina dona mina uqale ngama love song ayi3 and when you know your set starts with a song that tells your story, tells how you grew up and what, and then I'm like, dog, labantu abanandaba, who are you? Just stick to the love songs. You can compromise over that, right? Yeah.
So now take me back though. How did that collaboration with you and Kwesta come about?
Him making me beats.
Yeah, producing for you. Yeah. How did that actually? How was the experience though? Because I'm dying to actually speak with the guy.
You know what? That's the thing though. Kwesta was not the Kwesta he is today. At that time. Yeah, told her that, but he was already a sort of celebrity, like the game knew Gucci Slicker signed someone from Katlehole.
Slicker,
yeah, and then they were touring via Sprite and Nama Ventilation mixtape ka Slick. They told her that they were touring via those. So Kwesta begat maga kone kasi ne. Remember I explained to you earlier on, as number we were already shooting that Kwesta once came to my house when I first saw him. He came to my house.
How did that feel though? Like
I'm telling you, he was not that famous. He was not famous. He was not famous. When he came to my house, he was not famous at all. Yeah,
just like me.
Probably he didn't even have a single song. They told her writing, maybe written lyrics. They told her writing, And then there was this beat abangan bakabamchedi ngalo. And then he wanted to hear it. And then Bafiga and was like, shit, this beat is dope. But unfortunately, out here Muspek is in COVID. I told her there. Alright, fine. And then Sputu Vele singing out his Buye London is busy AMS Records.
From London?
Yes. And then they hire a house, or their father owns a house near Kwesta's place, and then they gather artists around, and then they record Kwesta, they record other artists as well, they do a mixtape, they submit the mixtape to Slicker, Slicker likes Kwesta, boom, Kwesta is gone. Young told. Now Kwesta is with Slicker, right? But we still have access to him, Mekas. They told her that I'm introducing one of my niggas who be mature Udona wanga yipezulu ngiyamtshela ukuthi this guy Udona. Yeah, I'm with my nigga Upima is making beats, right? So I'm introducing him to Udona because Udona is close friends with Kwesta. So he might get to produce something for Kwesta, right? Now that Kwesta is with Slicker. So he does combine a group with Udona and two of his friends. They make a group called Beats.com. They produce songs for Kwesta. Awesome. In that process, Kwesta is also trying out beats. Yeah. So in that process, I'm trying to encourage him. I'm like, talk. Dog. Yeah, and I made 3 songs. I didn't like the third one. The second one being featured in I cannot mention him.
Okay.
And then the other one was called Whatever You Call It.
Which was
it was a single song, but a solo song. The other one, because I can't mention it because I couldn't release it because Utona was like, this nigga is whack, dog.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
So,
Getting somebody who's whack on the record, I thought it was quite hard to get.
Yeah, so, I was cool with what he did, dog.
Yeah.
I was cool with what he did, but you understand, Utona was like, Ngatin in the hood, main producer ka Kwesta or main best friend ka Kwesta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all riding there. So if Kwesta unkayela amapiti and mina ngizwisa uTona ukuthi nazi ingoma engizishayile and uTona is like, yeah, but this one, this nigga is where kubani lo, and I'm like, shit, okay, we're not releasing that. Yeah, it's all riding there. That's where that's why we went with whatever you call it. Yeah. Submitted it to my radio station, but Ikasi FM as a radio station, like us picked it up. Yeah, it was picked it up big
on a
time.
hip hop
show. Yeah, on a hip hop show Fridays picked it up. It was number one in maybe 6 weeks.
6 weeks standing.
6 weeks. It was a fire song.
And you were fighting with them.
We actually shot a music video for that song, ne?
Okay.
But sometimes we deal with bitch-ass niggas, so they get jealous when
they see that.
The work was dope, bro.
Yeah.
The work was dope. Begna machita we tupa fela banga makol. Supporta vela machita and then it's a shaying scene dope ntambama ekwanele park.
Yeah.
We were traveling around the hood the whole day to shoot in different locations. Yeah, it's all riding there. So we had a dope music video, bro.
Yeah.
But masekmelize ngakimi now people had stories and amachita yiwo bewahlala ngisukela athi afuna ukungishuta ngisukela ngithengisa eKwesta station.
Yeah.
I used to have a table selling sweets and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
You just reminded me. I read something that you actually worked at a logistics firm.
Yeah.
And then you decided to like quit the job to become a student vendor. Why?
Remember I told you at primary I started selling.
Yeah.
So I'm already familiar with how to make money for myself.
How to move, man.
That's all how to make money for myself. So I'm at work, right? This white guy, he sees me working at an office, weighbridge office. I'm weighing trucks. I think he's used to black people who are illiterate, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So it's surprised that this boy is operating a computer.
Yeah,
you know, like,
now, dog.
come on,
you're in the big offices,
you know,
dog.
this nigga, bro.
What the
So
fuck are you doing?
I would see the way he looks at me. He wishes it was a white boy there.
Yeah.
Tolerating there. It's a logistic company. It's a logistic company, a fridge. It's a cold storage. We're storing food in my fridge. So this guy wishes that I go to the fridge. He manages to convince the management. This guy, why is so bitter? He just came from another branch and joined us. That's why he's not used to us.
He's not used to black faces.
Exactly. You know. So he convinced the management to take me back to the fridge. But the mistake they did, they gave me a job I was already doing before I went out of the fridge.
Out of the fridge, yeah.
When I got there, I excelled the job.
Yeah.
The manager promises me a contract. I get a promotion. I'm no longer a general worker.
Yes.
You know, this guy gets really jealous now.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to delay my work because I would do 2 days work in a day. Because it's the cold storage that side. You can't just...
Yeah, you can't just say, dog. You can't. If you have to work, you gotta work.
You can't just chill, you know? So
it's cold.
I pushed my team.
Yeah.
Even people loved working with me because they understood this nigga will press you inside, then you'll chill outside the whole day because the work is done, like really done.
Yeah.
Done for the day. I told her So I pushed that system so much that I would be early for 2 days. The next 2 days, I ain't got work. I'm just coming to work. And then I'd be going outside the firm, blazing weed. And this nigga sees me on the cameras, you know. And it's like trying to double check my work and the work is done. And the manager keeps telling him, yeah, that one is done. You should get used to him. He's telling him, you should get used to him, you know. One good Friday, this guy, I'm working an order, Monday. this guy is getting jealous and is trying to sabotage my work or delay my work. He's saying he wants to do something around the section that I'm working on. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, but I was already in the fridge first, so you need to wait for me. Mm-hmm. It's like, you'll have to come in on Saturday.
And are you already done for the week?
Yeah.
You pushed that work.
Remember, I'm an artist, so I push my work so that I don't come in on Saturday and Sunday so that I can go and push my music. Yeah. You know? So he doesn't know that. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling him that, yo, dog, I don't come in on Saturdays. Yeah. And then he tells me that my contract says, I said I may come in. I may come in on Saturdays. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I may. It's not a big that may. I will come in on Saturdays. Yeah. That's why I make sure my job is always done before the end of the week. Nah. He's like, nah, this time you'll have to stop. I'm frustrated because you know what? I only get to do my music 2 days in 5 days, in 7 days. In 7 days, you know? Yeah. And I feel like this thing of being here is actually delaying what I love to do. It's true that when they say when you do what you love, it doesn't even feel like work. It doesn't even feel like work. Lapayana, it felt like work because you're not doing what you love. Even if you're excelling what you're doing, but because you're not loving it, you're not happy. Your heart is not there. Yeah, so I got fed up with this guy. I'm shang espansake. Ngavanga yochinja. Okay. Yeah. So tell me. How did the likes of working with the likes of Zulu Boy? How did that come about though? The connection. Zulu Boy. Yeah. I performed at his launch at Baseline. Never worked with him in a studio. Never worked with him in a studio, but I performed with him at Baseline. How did I get there? Mm-hmm. It was due to Ubongo Riot of Gang of Instrumentals. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He would hustle events in Newtown, Joburg, and then he managed to get us an opening. Yeah. At that time, Gang of Instrumentals was pushing it. So Lady Natural, you do me. So you were in the same space with those people? I taught with them. Not with them. I taught with Tear Gas and Riot. Tear Gas? Yeah. Yo, shout out to you, man. Riot was pushing, remember, we are the number one. I said, no one can stop us. TKS and Pong Riot. I was there, talk behind the scenes. Oh, man. I was there. Take me back. I was there when they were shooting it, go live. Performing it on different venues, traveling Motoga Riot because he just got a car, a convertible, old. That's all. So besnengangalo from event to event because Untuana at first I hustled with him and then he got into this group, Gang of Instrumentals, and now he's the one in the industry, right? Yes. So in the beginning he was pulling me until someone in the industry told him he should leave niggas in the hood behind. And then when he told me like he's upset. But after that he did exactly that. Kicked you out. Yeah. But it's fine. How do you feel? How do you feel? Like I used to catch feelings. Remember I said you used to catch feelings. I'm grown up in that moment. Yeah, I feel. I got other things that make me happy, so I don't have time to bump my crutch. Which is what? I got kids, dog. Oh, beautiful kids. Yeah. Bunch of joys. Beautiful kids, dog. Yeah, they smart and they make me hustle every day, dog. Because you're an entrepreneur. What comes to abuse mtana band? You were expecting that? Shit. So how is it like raising your kids? Like, how is it like? It's an experience, bro. I'm starting to see how our parents felt like when they were raising us, that's the experience, having to take care of your kids, worrying about them. That's all maturity, but I take it as it comes, and it's cool, bro. It's cool. God blessed me, dog, because as I left that company, I chose ukuthi I prayed a lot, ukuthi angincede, because now I'm gonna be taking independent decisions that are not easy. Because they also involve these people I brought into it.
They just cannot stop.
Exactly. So I always prayed for ubuhlakani bokuthi ngikwazi ukuthi ngibayenzele something. Even if it's not much, but abakudingayo bakuthole. So I pride myself over the fact that even now today, I don't have a boss, but my kids ain't starving.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man. You're an awesome father.
And it's still the music, bro.
Still the music.
Okay, I got a side hustle. Fine, but it's still the music, bro. It's still the music that's paying for everything, dog.
Now back to who's this guy? Zulu Boy, though.
Zulu Boy was launching. And then Pongo Riot was invited, and then we didn't sleep that night. We were working on songs for Gang of Instrumentals, and then we also did our own collaboration as a performer on that event, and then we went with that song to go and perform it. Something we used to do regularly, go to Soweto, Mzimhlophe, go to Joburg, Newtown, go to all these different venues, Tembisa, Alexandra, Guatemala, Tsakane. We would go to all these venues and perform. So we would make new music for each event.
New music for each event. Because
it was crazy like that.
So tell me, when did you realize that, you know what, Bigga is famous now, is a celebrity? When did you realize that, hey, dog, I'm big now?
I don't think I've ever realized. It's all I did. Sometimes I'm getting when you're hustling, you got a goal. And that goal has a size, right? And then if you feel like that size was not reached, I started looking at why was it not reached. Because there was no moment where I felt like I am big now. But I don't want to lie.
There came a time where I be like,
I know, like 2015, right? It was a hustle. It was not being big. It was a hustle. Everything that you saw, me being on the newspapers, being on the biggest hip-hop festival in Africa, being on Hype Magazine, being on all these things, 5FM, like, they only happened in that year because my momentum was strong. In that year. I wanted to make sure it's like, are we making it or what?
We're making it bigger. Just like your name.
Are we making it or what? I even went into a war with promoters around Katlehong because they would call in famous artists to come around perform in Katlehong, but they wouldn't call me to come and open up, And that time I'm causing a buzz, dog. I'm everywhere, dog.
In the newspapers.
Everywhere. You were famous.
On the street lights.
Me short. I mean, I think short, strong. Because azange ngibe a music video at the TV.
Oh yeah.
Azange ngibe ne singing lami elidlala regularly at TV, especially on the national radio. We did dominate regional radio stations, community radio stations, all of that. We did dominate that. It's all about it there. But as an artist, you wanna be national, you wanna be international. It's all about it.
So take us through that position whereby you were on Metro, on Oskido, I believe. Like, how did that actually come about, though? I see you smiling.
How did it come about? I don't remember. Took too many connections, so I don't remember who hooked me up. Like, I've been hustling for a while, So sometimes Makvela something, cats who are there, like someone in Metro FM called me. Yes, I just can't recall.
From Metro FM?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
That's
people.
what I'm saying, that you're big, man.
No, you know what?
Getting a call from
famous people are people like me and you.
But then come on, man. There's levels to this.
I just put it like that. But I don't think like that. But someone called me. They told her that, are you up for an interview at Metro FM? Guess what? I didn't know it's a battle.
Okay. So you get there, be like, this is going to be an interview.
When I'm doing something. I used to do battles in Joburg. So, I'm being shooter when I'm doing that. So, I cover SAPC, I must figure lapha SAPC there's another rapper from Soweto ubani Chakatola.
Yeah, Chuck D.
Chuck D.
Shout out to Chuck D.
Shout out to Chuck D. Yeah. You told her that.
Yeah.
Story Chakatola da. Angicavi mina ibhetli. I think naye beyangacavi mfethu. That's what the way he sounded must esphetli. Yabo.
How did he sound?
I can't recall.
But then you can recall that he sounded otherwise, though.
I can recall that we were both not ready for it, Betty.
Okay.
I can recall that.
Yeah.
It's all already.
Yeah.
And then Oskido, I think there was El Tido in the studio same day. So El Tido had to choose who won.
Oh.
El Tido has this thing for me because I'm from Katlehong and his manager is from Katlehong.
K1, yeah.
So when they heard I'm from Katlehong, they're like, oh, here's the K1, here's the K1. Yeah, So they're like, nah, it's a draw.
It's a draw.
They saw we both not prepared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're like, it's a draw. Yeah. And then Oskido was like, okay, this means you guys are coming back again next week.
Oh.
Coming back again next week. I was like, this nigga is dead.
He's dead.
This nigga is dead.
You're gonna come through with the
Now
bang.
I know.
Now you know how to move.
Now I know.
You must prepare yourself for war. Yeah.
We almost got late. And like we were late that day. Yeah, John. And then when we arrived, I'm sweating, you know. So they start the show. This nigga freestyles. That's a risk, bro. He freestyles. You know when you're spitting something from the dome, you don't know when is the next dope shit you're gonna say. You don't know. He's spitting it from the dome, right? So you can't risk like that in a radio battery.
And a big radio station.
So he starts. He gets the first round. He gets to start on the first round.
Yeah.
He raps. Saying a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Hello. And then Zati, Bigga, go in. The battle is on YouTube anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, so, might as well check it out.
So I go in, Jack. I go in. Yabo. Line after line. Bar.
He's looking at you like.
Bar for bar. It was like we're Robben Island in Katamapa. Yes, and now we Metro FM. Mandela wife Vanilla.
Yeah.
And then I won the battle, and then I'll take away shoot that I refuse to go sky clip. That's the reason why I posted the battle. I have so many battles that I've never posted before because of the mutual respect that took place after the battle. Yeah.
But then with that one specifically.
Yeah. I'm going to battle and I'll tell me who testify. Even though Big Zulu was part of the audience, he came to me after the event, was like, yo, Bafwaya Bugala, you. And the crowd just said I lost.
Nah, but then he saw like.
Yeah. The person I was battling testified, Begavana, Big Zoo. And then they came to me like, Mfano Bulele, Bulele, Lapalapa, when mess got cool. That's why it was a small club car Osmic. That's why in Joburg. So I know I won the battle, but because he came to me after the battle, we had the clip. We didn't post it because we know how it's gonna look like a Kasla. So we were like, post again because
because you know, like the energy was cut off.
But later on that year, I was invited at the SA Hip Hop Awards Cypher. We met there. No. Chakatola. Yeah, and we were cool. I spent a lot of time in our Nabo Zago and Nabo Mtinai because they freestyle a lot.
So, and this guy is big. You are big, man. Just like your name.
Maybe I should cut name dropping. Maybe I should cut name dropping.
You've been around, awesome people though.
Yeah,
like no care.
Yeah. Those people are awesome. We tell you tonight kuba freestyle as a cipher. Sacred to cipher, but kubega ne freestyle. Those niggas are awesome.
You know what? You're around awesome people, and it's feeding off the energy.
Being inspired. Knowing Uguti, dope people out there. It makes you also kupula masogis. Yeah, tolerating.
And I'm one of them too.
Yeah. Tight. Like that.
Okay. So we're about to play a game, ne? Okay, this game is called One Must Die.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, one must die.
Alright. It's good.
I name names of producers.
Are you gonna ask why? Why? Who must die?
Nah. But then if you feel like elaborating,
I
then
don't know. We'll see.
Okay. This game goes like this then. It's Stock Sweet versus Marco.
One must die.
One must die between the two.
Marco must die.
Marco must die.
Do you want me to explain?
I don't know. Do you want to explain?
Maybe I should explain.
Yeah.
Marco has got his chance. Stock Sweet hasn't got his chance. Then we told him if he once had a record out there,
that's big.
And he couldn't expand from that.
Yes.
Yeah, but Marco has had records out there
that are big too.
That are big,
Yeah.
So he's already established. So Masiti, he must die. As usual, he must die.
No bad vibes.
But
no bad vibes.
I mean, we can hype Stock Sweet than no more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well said. Okay, DJ Ruff against Tweezy.
Yo. Tweezy. You said one must die, one must what?
Yeah, one must die.
One must die.
Yeah.
Rough.
Why?
I've never heard Rough being versatile.
Oh. Yeah.
If it's not that African trap thing is doing, his R&B thing is doing.
Yeah.
That's Java things that they are doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like I can predict Rough. Tweezy, sometimes I hear a tag.
Yeah.
That was Tweezy. This boy. They told her that Tweezy angakwenzela Casper. A commercial record. Ayenzela uKitini boom pep song. Hardcore boom pep song. Featuring Stogie T.
Yeah.
They told her that in there.
Yeah, man, shout out to Tweezy, man.
He can do that, but Urafa ngicavi angicavi athepara into something else.
Okay.
They told her that in there. Like I answer something that you. They told her that in there.
Yeah, shout out. Okay, the last one then. Cyber Beats.
Yeah.
Against you.
Against me, I must die.
You must die.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I taught Cyber Beats how to produce.
Nah.
So I must die.
So you're not saying that you're dope? Yeah.
The student didn't learn good if he's still better than the master.
So,
Bro. Mamela, if the student is not better than the master
did not learn anything.
They did not learn anything.
Man,
if they're not better than the master.
Shout out to you, man. You know
I
what?
must show you something. It must trigger something inside of you, and then we hear your hand and we applauding. That's it.
You heard that people
trigger something. Otherwise, see, those who came before can never be doper than those who come after.
So do you believe in
everything?
Do you believe in in this term of opening up the industry?
Opening up the industry.
Yeah.
Yazin. I know things. I don't believe things. So it's which is okay for you to ask me if I believe, because me and you, we don't have any control of what happens in the industry. Yeah, we can believe that the industry must be opened up, but there's some 3 white guys who have to nod, who have to say, yeah, let's do it. They're tolerating there, so it's them who can decide that whether we believe or not. But what we need to understand is that this pandemic taught us that we can start our own industry.
We don't need any approval of the white guy.
How many artists came up during the pandemic with no record label tag?
A lot. Especially those piano kids.
I hear everyone is hyping up Amapiano, right? Amapiano successful, they made it. I fucking love it. I love what they did. But I don't like ukuthi njalo masikhuluma ngesuccess yama-artists asabe successful nge-pandemic. Sithi Amapiano. We are overshadowing other cats, other musicians who are not in the genre yamapiano. Uplay shaya amapiano, wachampele after sega blow up. So hip hop did get some shine during the pandemic. That's all. And that artist had no record label tag. That's all that I think there. Amapiano before pandemic there were problem already.
There were problem. There were pandemic. There were the pandemic.
There were pandemic. That's all that I think. But I'm thinking Amapiano. That's all that I think. Just like I am and Jemanj. That's all that I think there. So most people they have this thing yogutibati. Hip hop.
Yeah.
Banalento ukuthi hip hop yapa iziseki pa iziso amapiano kwa
2 minutes left. Okay, cool. We only left with 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most people they have this thing yokuthi hip hop ngapha iziso amapiano kwasha kwacini. But that's not true. But what people need to understand, hip hop was not made to be number one.
Yebo.
Hip hop is a revolutionary music. When it started, it was people in the hood spreading a message within each other. That's why they used code names, which today are known as stage names. Bigga was not supposed to be known, which Mbonge. Yeah, it's all that I didn't
because that is private.
Because of the shit that I say in my music. Yeah, it's all that I didn't.
Identity.
The stuff that I say in my music is either mobilizing the community or doing something that the government doesn't like. Yeah, tolerating. So hip hop started like that. But it doesn't mean it has to remain that.
Yeah.
But it has to keep its
reviving.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, man. Any last words that you want to say to the viewers, to the young cats like me coming up? Like what word of advice would you like to give them?
Do you, no matter what's trending. No matter what's trending, no matter who's popping right now, do not try and look at them and say, maybe if I do a song like that, I will pop. Just do you, wear what you feel comfortable with, and not wear what everybody is wearing because it doesn't make you an artist. You art, you don't follow. You art.
You art. Shout out, man. Shout out to you, man. You know what? Thank you for coming over. Thank you for coming through. Thank you actually for chilling with us and having a conversation with us. We are much appreciated. As the Creative Community Podcast, we celebrate people like you. Because we feel like, you did not actually get to shine or get to, be recognized in the hood.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. From myself, from the team, we like to say, shout out to you, man. Keep on.
Shout out to you as well, guys. To everyone who's watching right now, I know you saw my name and then you clicked on the video you wanted to watch. I need you to do me a favor right now. Just make sure you subscribe to this channel.
Please.
There's a red box there.
Yeah.
Down here.
Down there. Just click there. Click there. Subscribe.
That button there. It goes a long way. You won't be charged 10 cents or even 5 cents. You just click like. You'll even forget you once clicked this like and this subscribe button. Just make sure you do that and support the initiative of the creatives.
Well said, man. I'm still waiting for my record though. Okay, that was Bigga coming to you live from the Creative Community Podcast, and we out of here, baby.
Look out for the BGB Squad, specializing in indoor and outdoor photo shoots, working around Semtuli Mall. Trust the BGB Squad with keeping your memories last longer with photography and videographics. Contact us on 071-088-7608 or 061-039-5962 for all your special occasions. The BGB Squad, keeping your memories growing.
It's your boy, hello, when you see me say hello, find me chilling with the fellows, checklist, checkmate.